Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, and I want to apologize for the lighting right away because my window, it's dark outside, so I'm not getting that extra light today. I wanted to talk about how I creatively cook out of my canned or boxed products that I have in my cabinet, cupboards, pantries, and whether they're prepped foods or foods that I got on sale. I know that I can always try to make a meal out of what is in my cupboard. My cupboards are set up as fall and winter right now with more soups, oatmeals, things like that. In the spring and summer, we clear it out a little bit and kind of make it a little more light for lighter cooking. Right now, it's stocked for winter. And I want to talk about a few of the things that I do to put stuff together when I really don't feel like going to the grocery store or pulling meat out of the freezer. What can I throw together just to have something to eat? So, before I do that, I want to show a couple of products that are at Dollar General right now. You might want to consider digital thermometers. What the pause was. They're $3.50, not a bad price. Snatch you up a few of these, or use them with a 5 off of 25. Throw that into your scenario. $3.50 for digital thermometers. And always have batteries, so you might want to check and try to find batteries that fit them. Suave is also putting out hand sanitizer. This one is a gel. They also have a spray, which I'm going to get next week with my 5 off of 25. I did do a 5 off of 25 this past weekend, yesterday, and I saved $16. Got some products, some foods, some hand sanitizer, thermometer, so on and so forth. So if you look in your digitals, you will find Suave digitals that will help you save some money on some hand sanitizer. So it might be a good thing to do next week, next Sunday, or next Saturday on a 5 off of 25. Get some of these thermometers in your stockpile, some hand sanitizer, so on and so forth. So let's get right to this, right? Okay, before I even start, there were a couple things that I did not pull. They're not in my immediate cupboards, or like canned hams, Spam, any of those things. I don't have them right here. They're kind of in my longer term, midterm preps. But what I'm going to tell you is, with the first one, I'm going to tell you a canned ham would go great. Take it out of the can, slice it, chunk it, brown it a little bit. Grab one of your potato casserole, dehydrated potato mixes, and use maybe ham, maybe some peas, and make a hammy casserole with some cheese. Maybe add some cream of mushroom soup. These are great to have in your preps. These dehydrated potatoes will last a very long time, and you can always have a hot meal if you have a place to bake these. Okay, the other things that I normally keep in my stockpile for these kind of things: macaroni and cheese. Now, my husband does not eat the powdered kind, so I do have these right on hand. I do have the powdered kind in my midterm pantries, but this is what I keep close at hand, especially in the wintertime when I do make them for side dishes, which I rarely eat the macaroni and cheese. Just not a macaroni and cheese eater. But let's talk about what we can do with the macaroni and cheese. Let's see here. I dropped them. I have 2 cans of tuna. I have some macaroni and cheese. I have a can of peas. I have can of cream of mushroom soup, and I have a complete meal, a casserole, a tuna casserole. You could do it with chicken. You could do it with ham. You could do it with any of the canned meats that you have. We prefer tuna because I get so much of it, and I like to keep it rotated. So we're constantly working with tuna. Something else. You have some rice. Maybe you have some rice dishes like this, maybe some of the north sides. North sides are great to have in your stockpile anyway. They're easy peasy to do. So I have some rice. I have some chicken, and I have some mixed vegetables. This is a start of a good stir fry. And this is why I keep soy sauce and all my sauces and spices available. Now you can do this with other meat, but I think a nice chicken stir fry with some vegetables and rice, some chicken, maybe a couple of eggs, maybe not even add the chicken at all and just put a couple of eggs in it. You've got protein, so fried rice. You can do that from your stockpile. Something else that's interesting, mashed potatoes. What can you do with mashed potatoes? Well, these things, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can make fried tater cakes and add cheese or vegetables or meat to it, and they're great. Now, something I recommend doing is if you have a family and you need to make something substantial, shepherd's pie. Now, with the beef stew, it's thicker, and with this beefy soup, it's a little thinner. So with the beefy soup, you might have to add some of the instant potatoes to that juice, that gravy, in order to thicken it up a little bit. You wouldn't have to use cornstarch or flour or anything. You could sprinkle some of the instant potatoes in there and let them dissolve, and it would thicken up that gravy for a shepherd's pie. Put that in your container, make some instant potatoes, put them on top, throw it in the oven, bake it, and you have a crusty topped shepherd's pie. Not a bad idea. Okay, now we know we have tons of these Hamburger Helpers. If you're a couponer or a sale seeker, you will find tons of different types of Hamburger Helper. You might have Tuna Helper, Chicken Helper. It doesn't matter. It's noodles, and it has a sauce blend, and you can add any kind of meat to it. You could do your tuna, your chicken, ham. Maybe you have some canned roast beef or canned whatever. You could do that with your Hamburger Helper. Add a can of vegetables, and go with it. So, Hamburger Helper is always nice to have. Now, something else you could do, like with the potato one. With the potatoes, you had bacon bits, and you could have a bacon thing. You could put vegetables in it, or you could scramble up some eggs. When this gets almost done, maybe put the scrambled eggs on top with the bacon and onions, and you'll have a breakfast bake. Some ideas. I hope this is helpful. I really wanted to show you this because I was in the middle of trying to sort out my cabinet, and I thought, well, we'll just do a video of some of the ideas that I have, and hopefully I can show you more. There's all kinds of things to do with pantry food, canned food, boxed food, and how to make it a meal. And it may not be the healthiest meal, but it's a meal and it's going to get you through. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Please stay safe. It's getting bad out there again, and we're not going to be going out a whole lot. Bye, y'all.